look for candidates that have a certain skill set rather than a certain amount of experience. Experience does not always imply expertise. Has COVID 19 created a situation where companies are looking to hire only experienced people in the near future and not freshers? Companies have always been looking for experienced people, and that is not going to change. When companies put out work advertisements, job advertisements, what they usually are doing now, this is not a fact, it is my understanding. What they're usually doing is to more or less try to see what is the best thing they can get. So when you're going to a store and you're looking for to shop for something, you're not going there with your lowest expectation, you're going there with your highest expectation, and then what you're going to do is try and find something that matches as much as possible to that expectation. It is the same case for a company. A company, when it's putting out a job advertisement, is effectively shopping for candidates. So when they're shopping, they're going to try and set the bar as high as possible and see if there is anybody that can match as many of these things as possible. So when they have a list of requirements and they say we want this skill, this skill, this skill, and this skill, what they're normally saying is if you have 4 out of those 5 or 3 out of those 5, you're already one of the better candidates in that list. So the question here is the COVID-19 going to create a situation where companies are going to look for experienced people? It's not creating that situation, because that situation already exists. Does it mean that it's going to get worse, as in they're going to look for even more experienced people? Probably not, because the requirements for a low level job or an entry level job or a fresher level job, as you would call it, is still going to be more or less at the same level. The question is, what kind of skills are they going to look for? Are companies going to realize this was an opportunity for freshers to upskill themselves using things like Coursera or EDX or Udemy or Khan Academy or any of the 100,000 other options that are available to students today? Whether they have used those opportunities, those tools and avenues to upskill themselves, which means if companies are aware of this and they start tuning their job applications or job advertisements to say, okay, we want somebody experienced, but what we're actually looking for is somebody with this set of skills. And this is also so advice for companies as well. If you're a company and you're looking for candidates, I would recommend really for you to look for candidates that have a certain skill set rather than a certain amount of experience. Experience does not always imply expertise. But if you're an individual and you're applying for jobs, my recommendation to you is, if you are a fresher right now and you're in the job application phase, you're looking for jobs, try and upskill yourself, because upskilling yourself will always put you ahead of your own competition, right? And then using things like LinkedIn Premium and things like that will show you statistics as to where you fall as far as your skill set and your experience or whatever is concerned when you're applying for a job on LinkedIn. So that's my answer. I hope you found it useful. If you did or didn't, help me help you by commenting, liking, sharing, and whatever it is that you can do for me so that I can help you further. Please raise more questions. I wish you a great day and I hope you stay safe. My name is Abhilash. Namaste.